Dogs don't just see the world differently. They smell time, hear sounds you'll never notice, and can even detect diseases before people do. Today, we're comparing every incredible dog sense against human abilities to reveal just how extraordinary they really are. If you enjoy fascinating animal documentaries, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more amazing wildlife content. Let's begin. Super smell. A dog's nose is so powerful that an ordinary walk becomes a journey through an invisible world of information. While humans depend mostly on sight, dogs rely on smell to identify people, places, and even recent events. The average human has only about 5 to 6 million scent receptors. Most dogs have more than 220 million, while bloodhounds can have over 300 million. Their brains also devote far more space to processing smells, allowing them to separate scents that humans would never notice. Every person leaves behind a unique scent made from skin cells, sweat, hormones, bacteria, and even diet. To a dog, that scent is as distinctive as a fingerprint. As you move, microscopic skin particles create an invisible trail that trained dogs can follow for hours or even days under favorable conditions. This extraordinary ability helps search and rescue teams locate missing people across forests, mountains, and crowded cities. A dog's nose can also detect tiny chemical changes produced by the human body. Specially trained dogs have successfully identified certain cancers, warned owners of approaching diabetic emergencies or epileptic seizures, and even detected COVID-19 from sweat samples. For humans, the world is filled with colors. For dogs, every breath reveals a story that our noses were never built to read. Super hearing. Long before you hear a sound, your dog may already know exactly what's happening. A human can typically hear frequencies up to about 20,000 hertz. Dogs can detect sounds as high as 45,000 to 65,000 hertz, depending on the breed. That means they hear high-pitched noises that simply don't exist in our world. Their ears are just as impressive as their hearing range. Each ear is controlled by more than a dozen muscles, allowing dogs to rotate them independently and pinpoint the exact direction of a sound. Even a faint rustle in tall grass can immediately capture their attention. This remarkable hearing once helped wild canines locate small prey hiding beneath leaves, snow, or dense vegetation before it ever came into view. Modern dogs still use that same ability to notice approaching footsteps, distant vehicles, or someone walking toward the front door long before their owners hear anything. Some dogs even become restless before thunderstorms because they detect the low-frequency sounds that travel ahead of the storm. For humans, silence often means nothing is happening. For dogs, silence is filled with distant conversations, tiny movements, and hidden clues that our ears were never designed to hear. Night vision. Darkness that leaves humans searching for a flashlight is often no obstacle for a dog. At first glance, a dog's vision seems less impressive than ours. Dogs don't see the full range of colors that humans do. Their world is dominated by shades of blue, yellow, and gray, while reds and greens appear much less distinct. But what dogs lose in color, they gain in survival. Their retinas contain far more rod cells, the light-sensitive cells responsible for detecting movement and seeing in dim conditions. Behind the retina lies a reflective layer called the tapetum lucidum, which bounces incoming light back through the eye, giving the retina a second chance to capture every available photon. This adaptation is also why a dog's eyes often glow when illuminated at night. Combined with larger pupils, it allows dogs to navigate and detect movement in lighting conditions where human vision begins to struggle. Although their eyesight is less sharp than ours, making distant details appear blurrier, they excel at spotting even the slightest movement across an open field. That ability once helped their wild ancestors detect prey or approaching predators during dawn, dusk, and moonlit nights when many animals are most active. Humans evolved to recognize fine details and vibrant colors in daylight. Dogs evolved to notice movement when the light is almost gone, turning the darkness into an advantage instead of a limitation. Reading human emotions. Your dog may know you're upset before you even realize it yourself. While humans rely heavily on words and facial expressions, dogs combine scent, body language, tone of voice, and subtle movements to read our emotions with remarkable accuracy. One of their greatest advantages is their extraordinary sense of smell. When you're stressed, frightened, or excited, your body releases hormones such as cortisol and adrenaline, along with tiny changes in body odor that humans cannot detect. Dogs can recognize these invisible chemical signals almost instantly. Research has also shown that dogs pay close attention to facial expressions. They can distinguish between happy, angry, and sad faces, and often respond differently depending on the emotion they observe. Your voice provides another important clue. Dogs can recognize changes in pitch, rhythm, and volume, allowing them to tell the difference between praise, frustration, fear, or calm reassurance, even if they don't understand every word. By combining scent, sound, and visual cues, dogs build a surprisingly accurate picture of how a person feels. This remarkable sensitivity is one reason therapy and service dogs provide such effective emotional support, often comforting people before anyone else realizes something is wrong. To a dog, your emotions aren't hidden behind a smile. They're written in the scents, sounds, and signals your body constantly reveals. Smelling time. Dogs don't need a clock to know when you're about to come home. Many owners have experienced their dog waiting by the door at almost the exact same time every day, even when no one else is around to give a clue. For years, people believed dogs simply memorize daily routines. Scientists now think their remarkable sense of smell may play an even bigger role. As the hours pass, the scent you leave inside your home slowly fades. Because a dog's nose is extraordinarily sensitive, it can detect these tiny changes in scent intensity throughout the day. Some researchers suggest that dogs may use this gradual decrease like a natural timer, allowing them to estimate how much time has passed since you left. Combined with familiar daily patterns, changes in light, household sounds, and regular activities, dogs can build a surprisingly accurate sense of time. This ability explains why many dogs know when it's time for dinner, a daily walk, or their owner's usual return from work, even without seeing a clock. Scientists are still studying exactly how dogs perceive time, and scent-based timing remains one of the leading explanations rather than a proven fact. For humans, time is measured by numbers on a clock. For dogs, time may be something they can literally smell. Feeling vibrations. Before you notice the ground shaking, your dog may already know something is coming. A dog's body is remarkably sensitive to tiny vibrations that humans usually ignore. Their paw pads contain specialized nerve endings that help detect subtle movements traveling through the ground. Combined with their exceptional hearing, dogs can sense low-frequency vibrations and distant sounds long before they become obvious to us. This ability likely evolved to help wild canines survive. Tiny tremors caused by approaching animals could reveal the presence of prey or warn of a predator before it appeared in sight. Today, many dogs still react to distant thunder several seconds before people hear it because low-frequency sound waves travel farther than the higher frequencies our ears detect most easily. Some owners have also reported unusual behavior before earthquakes, leading scientists to investigate whether dogs respond to faint ground vibrations or other environmental changes that occur before seismic events. Although the exact mechanism is still being studied, there is no doubt that dogs perceive subtle physical changes far better than humans. To us, the ground often feels perfectly still. To a dog, every footstep, distant rumble, and hidden vibration may be another message waiting to be understood. Disease detection. Some dogs can detect a medical emergency before the first symptom appears. Their extraordinary noses can identify tiny chemical compounds, known as volatile organic compounds, released by the human body when disease changes normal metabolism. Trained medical detection dogs have successfully recognized certain cancers, warned people of dangerous drops in blood sugar, and alerted owners before an epileptic seizure begins. During the COVID-19 pandemic, specially trained dogs also demonstrated high accuracy in detecting infected individuals by smelling sweat samples. Scientists continue to study just how many illnesses dogs may be able to identify. For humans, diagnosis often depends on medical tests. For dogs, the first warning may arrive with a single breath. Magnetic sense. Dogs may have one final ability that scientists still can't fully explain. Unlike smell or hearing, this sense isn't visible, and the evidence is still being investigated. Several studies have found that dogs often align their bodies along a north-south direction while relieving themselves, but only when Earth's magnetic field is calm and stable. Researchers believe dogs may be detecting subtle changes in the planet's magnetic field, giving them an internal sense of direction similar to migratory birds and sea turtles. Exactly how they do this remains unknown, and scientists continue to debate the biological mechanism behind it. If confirmed, it would mean dogs possess a natural compass that humans completely lack. Even after thousands of years living beside us, dogs may still be sensing a hidden force that we can't perceive at all. Like this video, subscribe for more amazing wildlife documentaries, and thanks for watching.